Meanwhile, the president-elect ordered his legal team to investigate one of his top transition aides. Other Trump advisors accuse Boris Epstein of trying to profit personally from his ability to influence Trump's cabinet picks. The review by Trump's lawyers concluded Epstein's alleged conduct should result in his firing. But as of now, he is still on the job. Epstein denies any of these allegations.
Meanwhile, President-elect Trump is now blasting Mexico and Canada over their handling of the border.
So the incoming second-term president promises to punish them with high tariffs on day one of his administration. He also vows to raise tariffs on China as well.
And some experts say that the costs of the tariffs are going to get handed down to the American people, and that could raise the price on everything from gas to cars. Donald Trump is issuing a stern warning to America's neighbors, threatening 25% across-the-board tariffs on Mexico and Canada from day one. He says the tariffs will stay in place unless both countries tighten their borders with the U.S. Trump is pointing to a new caravan of hundreds of migrants, mostly from South and Central America, that left southern Mexico last week.
We want to be on the other side before the new president of the United States takes office, as he seems quite harsh on immigrants.
The president-elect blames Mexico and Canada, saying, quote, tariffs will remain in effect until drugs, in particularly fentanyl and all illegal aliens, stop this invasion of our country, end quote. Mexico is America's largest trading partner with the U.S., buying nearly $500 billion worth of Mexican goods each year. If implemented, these tariffs could hit U.S. industries like auto manufacturing and food distribution, pushing consumer prices higher, just as inflation has been cooling down. The tariffs would also likely violate the trade agreement Trump signed during his first term with Mexico and Canada. Trump is also threatening another 10% tariff on all Chinese products, saying tariffs are one of his favorite tools.
To me, the most beautiful word in the dictionary is tariff, and it's my favorite word.
The threats have already sparked reactions from trade partners. The Chinese embassy responded, stating economic and trade cooperation is essentially mutually beneficial. No one will win a trade war or a tariff war. Canada says they will continue to discuss these issues with the incoming administration.